Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the mini podcast Monday Motivation, brought to you by Dominate Your Day. I'm Dana Williams, and I started Monday Motivation as a space for many episodes to share inspiring ideas and thoughts for leaders in the workplace. As a former corporate leader, I know what it feels like just to need a little boost of inspiration each week. So, in each episode, I'll share a topic to motivate and empower you. Today, we are talking about personal branding, and we're going to talk about how to engage effectively and strengthen your personal brand as a leader, as an entrepreneur, founder, coach. How do you engage effectively with your clients, with your team, and strengthen your personal brand? So, engagement is a critical aspect of personal branding. Most people don't think about it. But a 2024 survey by LinkedIn found that professionals who actively engage with their network, whether that be their network in their community at work or their social network if they're an entrepreneur, see a 40% increase in opportunities. It's just not about visibility, but also about meaningful interactions. So I want you to think about, what are the meaningful interactions I'm having right now? Am I just doing things to be doing them, or am I really in the present moment and having meaningful interactions? Many professionals struggle with building genuine engagement because it's just so overwhelming, especially when you're working on LinkedIn or other digital spaces. The volume of connections and messages can make it difficult to forge meaningful connections. What I have found is really just getting in there and being human and being myself and connecting with people. It's amazing the kind of connections you can build. It's not a science of just black and white, it's of that human connection. And most people, most leaders, most coaches may lack the skill or confidence to interact effectively. Leads to those superficial interactions that don't advance their personal brand. And as a result, the problem is opportunities for growth and collaboration are missed. So I want to share with you, I went out and I researched who is a leader right now out there leading, but also connecting on their social brands, their brand in social channels, as well as in their organization. Dr. Ruth Godin is a prominent figure in the realm of professional development and personal branding. She is the Chief Learning Officer and Assistant Professor of Education in Anesthesiology at Weill Cornell Medicine. Dr. Godin has built a remarkable reputation. Her work focuses on mentoring and coaching emerging leaders and high achievers. This was probably something she was very passionate about, so she went after, how do I mentor these next generation of emerging leaders and high achievers? Her approach to professional engagement is distinguished by her dedication to fostering those authentic connections. She leverages multiple platforms, including social media, academic publications, and public speaking engagements. She shares her insights on leadership and career advancement. She's also very transparent in her communication and her accessibility, which I know I reached out to her and she responded right away. Very easy to connect with. It's helped earn her this loyal following and numerous accolades. In addition to her academic role, Dr. Godin is a prolific author and speaker, contributing regularly to Forbes and Psychology Today. She provides evidence-based strategies that professionals can adapt to enhance their personal brands. Her research on success and mentorship has not only elevated her own profile, but has also empowered many to achieve their full potential. Through her consistent and thoughtful engagement, Dr. Godin exemplifies how impactful and meaningful interactions can amplify one's personal brand. So by being approachable and offering meaningful content, Dr. Godin has built a personal brand that is both influential and relatable. Her strategy emphasizes the importance of being genuine, listening to your audience, and continuing adding value. I want to say that again. She listens to her audience and she's continuing to add value. This is so important. I once had a leader that always said, whenever you go into the room or you're getting ready for a meeting or you're getting ready for a presentation, think about the value you want to bring to that audience. And that's what she does. She demonstrates that authentic engagement is a cornerstone of strong personal brand. Her success story underscores that developing a personal brand is not just about self-promotion, but also about building and nurturing genuine connections. So here's some takeaways for you this week, some action items to think about as you're developing your personal brand. Number 1, be authentic. Just like Dr. Godian, focus on genuine interactions. Ensure that your engagements with your audience are sincere and reflect your true personality and values. Number 2, provide value. It's that when you show up, share your knowledge and expertise frequently through various channels. You can do that through speaking engagements, social media posts, published articles. Offering value and content can position you as a thought leader in your domain. And then engage consistently. You're going to hear this word from me throughout the month of August, and the word is consistent. If you're working on your personal brand, think of being consistent. How do you show up consistently? Is it daily? Is it twice a week? Is it 3 times a week? How do you show up with your people? How do you show up with your audience? So when you regularly interact with your audience by responding to them, you foster this sense of community. And then consistency engagement builds trust, and it also strengthens your personal brand. And then number 4, listen to your audience. This is the hardest thing because we all get so distracted, but take the time to understand your audience needs and preferences. Actively listening can help you tailor your content and your interactions to be more relevant and impactful. And then number 5, build genuine connections. Aim to nurture meaningful connections rather than merely just accumulating followers. So many people are out there when they're just launching their businesses or they're in corporate, they're thinking, oh, I need to get 10,000 followers. It's not about the numbers. It's about the impactful connections with the people that you connect with. So prioritize quality over quantity in your professional relationships. And then number 6, stay approachable. Maintain this demeanor that is welcoming and open. Being approachable encourages more people to connect with you and engage with your content, broadening your network. And then adapt and evolve. Continuously seek feedback and be willing to adapt your strategies based on the evolving needs of your audience. A dynamic approach can keep your personal brand fresh and relevant. Okay, audience, so what's one thing you can do differently based on what you heard here? Just one thing. I'd love for you to reach out and email me at dana@danawilliamsco.com and let me know what you're going to take away from this. You can also reach me on LinkedIn and Instagram as well. So just quickly before we finish, most listeners don't yet follow the podcast. Every additional follower we get helps us to raise the profile of the podcast and bring you more episodes. So if you can truly do one thing for us today, then please hit the follow button and we'll get you updated whenever we put new content live. But if you can do a second thing for us today, could you share this podcast with a friend? That would help. Thanks for listening and tune in next time.